So no Lloyd Cornett for this game. He's out as well. Porter Jr. is day-to-day. So we have both of those guys out. And Luke Cornett's going to be out 2 to 4 weeks. But we don't know if it's actually going to be accurate because he may or may not return for the postseason, for at least the first round of the postseason.
Good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brett Beard. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. Now a look at the stats for him.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately. Just by looking at the true shooting percentage, it's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. We've got Barnes. He's out there with Walton. Brady Dick is out there with Martin. And it's Potter in at the point guard position. And for the Hornets, they've got Miller. MP out there with LaMelo Ball. And there's Jaron Allen. And it's Salon in at the power forward. The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA, and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm.
So off the tip, it's Charlotte. Here's Ball. Allen at the screen for Ball. Goes up on the wing, and he gets the jumper to draw.
This takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Potter the pass to Barnes. Pass to Dick. Over NP. Dick can't get it to go. Inside, Solon, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass. Money.
Dick with it, covered by MP. Toronto working the ball around him. Barnes can't get it to go. For the Raptors, their last game a loss to Minnesota. Here's Solon. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that kind of bucket for Allen is just injecting energy into the team. One of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA.
Barnes outside. Pass to Potter. On the screen. Releases. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Now, let's go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Charles Lee.
Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. Score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. That's rare for a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Okay, David, much appreciated. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Walter, the shot from the low post is good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here is Miller. He had 27 points last game. Pass to Salon. There's the 3. Good. It is. This goes to MP. Salon's got 5 points.
Quality find there by MP to take advantage of the defense's weakness.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Allen with with the ball. That shot misses. Straight D that time from Martin. Here's Dick. And a miss there on the triple. And so, MV will bring it up for the Hornets. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
Yeah, and they came out with a W every time they played this squad last year. A stark contrast drawn between the conference's pads and have-nots.
Miller, no up. Raptors trail by 5. Barnes, bounce pass. This quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Martin with a screen on ball. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Martin. Here's Walter. And again, Toronto no up. Hornets lead by 5. And there's the bucket from MP.
Tenacious player. If he doesn't mind a little contact on the way up.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Nobody near Barnes. Traps in the train.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Charlotte is gone. 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Ball feeling it out a bit. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points in. 5 points in the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this game.
Here's Potter. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Dick, that's good.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Hangs on the trifecta.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Here's Potter. 17 points in his last outing. Down low. It's stolen. To the paint. Here's Allen. And it's Allen. Slam it down.
That's a great finish from J.A. A high percentage look inside from a very high percentage shooter.
Potter, the pass to Dick. Hooked away. Pass to Martin. Over the corner, Barnes. It's rebounded by Sarong. Here's MP. Takes it off the glass. MP's got 7.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high of field goal percentage.
Potter, the pass to Dick. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Here's Ball. Open jump shot off the mark. Raptors trail by 9. Here's Walter. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Entering the home stretch of the season, GA. How excited are you for the play-in tournament?
Oh, it's a lot of fun. You can go from a 10 seed to making the playoffs. It makes this part of the year that much more entertaining.
Smith checked in for the Raptors. Barnes hits them both. Hornets leading by 7. Ball kicks to Miller. Pass to Allen. Charlotte moving it around. Green by Allen. And Charlotte again with the bucket. Now Smith. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. Second team foul. Pass to Smith. From the top of the key.
You love the job they've done here to protect the paint.
Here's MP. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
And again, Toronto no up.
And right from the start, Kelly, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Mid-range is where he makes the money. So when D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was his different for him.
And we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and their guard gets let down.
Here's Ball. Rebound by the Raptors. Smith the pass to Barnes. Lays it up off the glass. Barnes has got 7 points in the game.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Salone. MP outside. Outside, Ball. Misses the three. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 7. Barnes outside. Pocket 6. Out to Smith. Lets it go from deep. No good. Hornets leading by 7. To the middle. Salon, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Nice shot by Smith.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Some changes here for the Hornets. Tyson's checked in, and Wilkins subbed in for Miller. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the Nuggets put on a show. He scored 35 points and he did a little bit of everything for them in that one, adding a triple-double in the process. The level he played at in that one was incredible. He always wants to play his best against their rivals, and to say the least, mission accomplished. Right?
David, we appreciate the update. Rick, we'll see if he can keep growing here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. He's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
The Hornets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
You can say this about any team, but for MP's team, making free throws is always key.
The Raptors making a switch here. Hollard's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Here's Here's Potter. There's 1:59 left in the first. Offensive rebound. Charlotte leading by 10. MP outside. Pass to Daniel. And the Hornets miss again.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Walter. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
He got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much late there.
The Raptors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And the Raptors making a change here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Charlotte has gone 4 of 8 on their 3-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside. Here in the first quarter, Allen a screen on quickly. 3-pointer, Daniel drains the 3-pointer. And the Hornets lead by 11.
Yeah, they broke up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter, exploding from the perimeter.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
They've just done a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break, add to your total in a hurry.
Both free throws good from Smith. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Tyson. On the wing, MP. Off target with his 3. Raptors trail by 11. Now Smith. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Wells. 6 to shoot. A 3 from Quickly. That one's in. His first shot this game.
You like Quickly's decision making, that time calling his own number.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Daniels dishes to MP. Back to Daniels. And here's MP for 3. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. Shooting 78%.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Now, here's Quickly. Over Daniels. Off target from the wing. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter.
Or he got 19 points in the first quarter. Now we're at the start of the second quarter.
Plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Hornets here, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
So for Toronto right now, they've got Smith. Walter out there with Wells. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. On the wing quickly. He's covered by Daniels. Here's Smith. He's not bidding off the pretty assist. Smith's got 6.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard him and where your point of commitment is.
Raptors trail by 11. With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
And the Hornets with possession here. Raptors knocking down the tray. Pass to Tyson. Takes the 3. It's good from long range. Tyson, who's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. 11-point game coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick. Like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
Charlotte leading by 11. Pass to Salon. And here is MP. Back to Daniels. Here's Tyson. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists tonight. Raptors trail by 14. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Quickly, and it's blocked. There's MP. Uses the glass to finish the lane. MP's got 21.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And here is Quickly. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
And quickly, not just a scorer, he's also solid at finding teammates.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Pass to Salon. Launches it. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. Raptors trail by 14. Smith the pass to Quickly. Wells with it. Takes a 3. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Walter. Pass to Wells. Over MP. Wells' shot is good.
They're loving the confidence. Just rise and be free. And you know you can do this.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
And so here's Charlotte after the Raptors pick up 2. On the wing, MP. Up by Smith. Nailed from 3-point land. 24 points for him.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Pass to Wells. A fader. It's rebounded by Sharp. MP's got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Here's Walter. Quickly looking it over. Pass to Walter. Out to Smith. There's the triple. 4 for 9 from the floor with that miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle at 2 shots coming up. It goes on Nick Smith.
Well, that time it just looked like the defender too aggressive, and that sends MP to the line.
And he makes the first. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, right? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender. But the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused. And I often feel the same way.
Smith, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
Got 28 already in
That
the first
basket
half.
must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Smith against MP. Here's Potter. And the 3 ball is good. Potter's got 5 now.
You can't just stop when there's a big setup. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now, here's Ball. He's coming up a 13-point game against the Nuggets in Denver. They set the pick. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen by Ball.
Yeah, I'm gonna have 30 in
And
the
then
first
with the
half.
basket on the assist by Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. Raptors trail by 18. to Potter. Plenty of space. It's rebounded by Song.
I saw a green light there. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
That one goes. Count it. He's got 9.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start. Buckley there.
Here's Potter. Winning the basket by LaMelo Ball. Now Dick. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one. Tough to defend against.
Outside Ball. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
LaMelo using that body control there, making a play off contact.
Smith outside. Pass to Potter. Here's Dick. 3-pointer. Ball with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding.
And one, I got 32 shooting for 33 in the first
Running
half.
off the physical defense, it was nothing.
Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for Walter. He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
Oh my
And that
god,
one
I
misses.
just decided.
Raptors
Wow.
trail by 21. 16 feet away, and the jumper is good. Smith's got 9 points now in the quarter.
That's more like it. Rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor. A moment now to see the numbers for Scotty Barnes. Putting up about 18 points per, 7 rebounds and 4 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
He attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
The Raptors making a switch here. Carter's checked in. A difficult situation for Toronto. Here's Potter. 5 points in the game to the inside. Epic outs. Barnes has got 9.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Tyson. 11 points in the game. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And I like the fact that he was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Barnes looking around. Beyond the arc. He is rebounded by Song.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Back to Miller. Good D by Barnes. Toronto shooting in the second quarter around 42%. Dick passes to Potter. Now here is Smith. Lets it go with a 3. MP grabs the miss. MP's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Ball. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And I love Ball's awareness, so when the mid-range J is available, he is more than happy to take it.
Smith outside. On the wing, Barnes. 9 points in the game so far. Shot clock at 5. And shot on the way. It's rebounded by Charlotte. MP's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Maybe a time to rest him right now, just give him a bit of a breather, try to help him get back on track.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes it back.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's Potter. He has 5. And a kind roll that time off as that one falls. Potter's got 5 points in the quarter. Ball kicks to MP. Pass to Tyson. MP deciding where to go with it. A 3-ball. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Three-pointer. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
Here's Potter. He has 7, and it's Barnes snapping it down.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there, lack of communication on the backside.
In the corner, it's MP. Miller outside. Here's Tyson. No good on the 3. Smith finds Barnes. A floater. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Get a defender all over.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. He's off on the 1st. And the second free throw, good. MP outside. That will count. And the second attempt doesn't fall. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. It's Charlotte opening
34
up
in the first half. That's
we'll
like
be back to
exciting.
you right after this.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. It's been all MP in the first half.
13
A lot to like from him.
We expected MP to put on a show. He's generated more highlights in one half than most players do in a season.
And look, I don't want to brag, but I feel like this guy's a combination of me and you, Shaq. The speed, the power, and my skill.
Shaquille O'Neal Smith.
All right, and now that we are in the later stages of the season, here's how the standings are looking in the East.
You take a look at the Hornets. They've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part, the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
All out there with MP. And it's Miller. And there's Jaron Allen. And it's Salon in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Here is Miller after Toronto at the 3-point. Pass to MP. A
37.
MP's got 37.
I love the response. He'll be marching down and getting a 3 of his own.
Here's Walter from deep 3-point land. It's rebounded by Sharp. Allen's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Now, here's MP. Miller, no luck. Dick passes to Potter. Right around a minute and a half. Played here
to this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Now ball. 15 points in the game. In the corner, it's MP.
Come on, Brandon Miller.
Miller outside. Pass to Salon. Hands it from downtown. Salon's got 8.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And so here's Toronto. After Charlotte getting the 3. Pass to Walter. Fires the 3. Tries again. And Martin with a nice bucket inside.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. 17 points in the game.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Barnes outside. Pass to Potter. The Hornets pull it in. Salon's got 5 rebounds tonight. MB finds Miller. Miller. And the rebound goes to Martin.
Okay, and he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
Here's Potter. 10 points for him. Here's Barnes. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Miller outside. Toronto grabs the miss. They can look forward to the
I don't know
Cavaliers
what's
into
going
this
on
game
with
in a
Brandon
matchup
Miller in
against
this game,
Cleveland.
but he
That'll be the
cannot make
second
a
of this
shot
2-game road
whatsoever.
trip. Here's Potter.
I don't even think he's made a field goal in this game
Over
yet.
MP. It can't get it to go.
It's crazy.
MP passes to Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
And getting rewarded that time for running the floor.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Barnes, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around?
2:43 to go. We're up by 30. Wow.
Barnes dishes to Martin. A trend in the NBA, and one brand that I like, new downtown arenas. They seem to be everywhere.
Well, Kevin, it's because you love to eat so much and the restaurants are nearby, so walking distance helps. But yeah, it invigorates the city. You have people clamoring to get to the arena, to get out of the offices early, and it really brings the community together. So you'll love to see that kind of energy and buzz around any NBA stadium.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Walter out there with Scotty Barnes. Then there's Dick. Then it's Martin. And it's Potter in at the 1 spot. Good on the second free throw. Here's MP. Allen outside. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I just need 2 more assists in these last 2 minutes for a triple double.
Shaking off the hit and still making the shot.
One shot. On the free throw, no good. Toronto's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Pass to Dick.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
From the arc. It's rebounded by Salon. Salon's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Down low. Back to MP. Outside Wilkins. Ryan is one from deep. Good, and it's MP picking up.
Just need 1 more assist and I've got a triple
MP's got his
double.
9th assist in the game now. And the Raptors shooting 43% from the floor. Barnes passes to Potter. Here's Walter. Pass to Dick. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Dick's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Charlotte.
Look at the number of assists.
40.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And this has been a beautiful thing to watch this team all season long with a remarkable journey, including tonight. They'll now run 70 on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Shot clock at 6. Allen shot is off. Barnes outside. Dick. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. MP passes to Allen. MP
Come on, Goodwin. Here's 3 for me.
Goodwin kicks to Wilkins.
Right. I'll just miss out on the triple double and just go 43 just like that. Got 43. End off the game, even though I could have had a triple double with 1 more assist. I'll take that 43 points and 11 rebounds.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get